I'm going to be showing you how to conduct muscular strength and muscular endurance tests. Before performing these tests, take in consideration these important guidelines. The most important one is the correct posture and form, which should be maintained at all times. A light warm-up should be done prior to testing. Here, my subject is doing some jumping jacks. The first test I am showing you is the push-up test, which assesses muscular endurance. Determining how many push-ups your subject can complete reflects their muscular endurance. The subject will be assessed on how many push-ups in the correct format can be done. The push-ups have to be consecutive, and if form is broken twice, test is terminated. For both men and women, the subject's back must be straight at all times, and hands and feet must be shoulder width apart. The subject must push up to a straight arm position. Make sure that when the subject goes down, their chin touches the mat or the floor. The maximum number of push-ups performed consecutively without rest is counted as the score. This is a modified push-up in case the subject cannot perform a regular push-up. Knees are on the mat, back is still straight, and arms are shoulder width apart. Make sure that the chin is touching the floor. The 1 rep max evaluates the muscular strength. These tests are usually performed using 3 or 4 exercises that are representative of a body's major muscle groups, like a bench press or an incline press assesses the strength of a chest, shoulders, and triceps, while a squat or leg press measures the strength of the hips and legs. Here I will be using a leg press. Before testing, have your subject perform a 5 to 10 minute warm-up using a light weight. Make sure that their legs are aligned to their shoulders and they have correct form and posture. After the subject is done warming up, you will use a 50 to 70% perceived capacity to add weight so they can start. After you see that your subject is able to lift the weight, you add more weight until they can only do 1 repetition in a correct posture. Make sure that you get your 1 rep max within 4 tries to get an accurate value and so that your client won't fatigue. Repetitions to fatigue is a person's ability to perform successive muscular contractions with a heavy, near maximal load for a relatively short period of time. This test is a submaximal test compared to the 1 repetition max. It is suggested that 10 repetitions can be performed with a weight that was equal to approximately 75% of a maximal load. Before weight, you will have your subject do a 5 to 10 minute warm-up using a light weight. Then you will use a 70% perceived capacity to start the test. Here, my subject was only able to do 5 repetitions, which is okay because it falls under the 2 to 10 repetitions that the client should do. This equation is for the reps to fatigue to predict the 1 rep max. The subject's weight lifted and the number of reps are used in this equation. Here I have input my subject's values and I got as a predicted 1 RM 304 pounds.